Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I've created this beautiful look, but unfortunately my camera had stuck in the middle of a video, so I don't have the full footage of the video. I tried to manage, to get at least till the eye makeup, which I did, which is the highlight of the video. So now I'm prepping my skin using my Laneige moisturizer, to have a nice base. I'm really upset, but I had to upload it because the eye makeup was really good and easy. I put so much of effort and hard work. I had so much of plans about this video, and nothing worked out because of the camera alone. Now that I'm prepped with the skin, I'm using my lip balm, the Nuxe lip balm. It's not a glossy shiny lip balm. It's a very matte yet very hydrating lip balm. Like, I can see the difference. It looks like it's not going to do anything, but it really does. And for my primer, I'm using my Smashbox Photo Finish primer. It's a very pore filling primer, and it keeps my skin matte and also smoothens my pores. So it's like my everything. Now I'm taking my MAC's paint pot in the shade Laying Low and applying it on my eyelids to, diminish any of the discolorations happening there. For the video, I'm gonna use my James Charles palette. I've got a mini one because it's easier to carry and travel. So using this, bright pink, I'm gonna apply it as my transition shade on my above my crease. I was very, skeptical about wearing this kind of pink, but on the skin it looks very wearable and it blends so easily. I've literally used only 3 colors to create this look, and it turned out so well, and it looks like as if I've worked, put so much of effort in it, but it was very easy for me to create. Except for the blending, I kept on blending. The pink is so easy to blend, but these are like pressed pigments, I guess, the pink, so it's actually stains my eyelids, but nothing major. Like, if you wash it off with a good cleanser, it just goes off, but it does stain. It's such a gorgeous pink. I never thought I'll use a pink ever in my life. Now taking that matte purple color, using a smaller brush, I'm just concentrating on the crease exactly. Now that is like a gradient effect, like pinks and the purples, they go really well together on my outer V and my crease. Just blending it in circular motions so that they're all diffused and blended together, and also in my inner corners, leaving only the lid space. Like, I'm just not using this color on the middle of my lids because I'll be using a different color on in the center. This was much more easier to blend than I thought it would be, because these are like much more easier than the Jaclyn Hill palette, because Jaclyn Hill palette is like for everyday and for some pop of color, but half the colors don't show up well on me, to be honest, unless and until I use a lighter concealer on my eyelids or like something like paint pot. Do you see like how well the pink and purple goes along? It's such an easy look to create, but it's very glam and very grand. Now taking this pearly glittery purple shade which has blue glitters in it for the center of my eyelids. It's a beautiful shade. It has blue glitters in it, very unique. I expected it to be full purple, which would have been a usual thing, but this has blue glitters in it, so it's very wearable and it's very unique. To color correct, I'm using the Revolution's Color and Conceal and Correct Orange Corrector to hide my hyperpigmentations. Since it's a glam look, I'm just trying to hide all the dark spots and everything with pigmentation, the acne scars, so that it looks evened out. Otherwise, I would just use it under my eyes and around my mouth. To blend it, I'm using a brush here to buff everything in, but this is how it got stuck, which is very upsetting. I try to put up the products which I used here. So the foundation, I used the MAC foundation in NC45. For my contour stick, I used my Revolution foundation stick in the shade F16. For concealer, I'm using the Maybelline's Age Driven Concealer in the shade Caramel. It's a bit light for me, so it's good for highlighting. To set everything, I'm using the Laura Mercier Translucent Setting Powder. For bronzer, I'm using my Anastasia Beverly Hills bronzer in the shade Mahogany. For the blusher, I'm using the Revolution blush in the shade Baked Peach. For highlighter, I used the MAC's Iridescent powder in the shade Golden Bronze. For my brows, I used this Brow Artist Expert from L'Oreal in the shade Ebony. It's a brow wisp pencil with a spoolie. On the other hand, I'm using only this literally. For lipstick, I used my Wet n Wild lipstick in the shade Behind the Bleachers. And to set everything, I used Smashbox Primer Water. This is what the look I created. It looks really nice and glam. But unfortunately, I couldn't show you how I created the whole base and everything. Next time I'll be much more cautious. Thanks for watching. Hope you liked it. Have a nice one.